This article is for men and women of all ages and walks of life who want major relief from back pain in only 16 minutes. This unusual 16-minute 8-movement method relieves years of upper and lower back pain, forcing your body to gently yet naturally rebalance itself in just one session. Bonus, releases a flood of biochemicals in your body designed to finally heal your back for good. Here's proof. Thermal before-after scan web. If you suffer from chronic back pain and tried everything to get rid of it over the years, right now, I want you to do just one thing. And that goes double if you've ever found yourself incapacitated for days, confined to your lazy boy, Barca lounger or bed. Hi, I'm Ian Hart, and you're about to hear a life-changing story about how a 49-year-old nearly crippled bus driver, told by his doctors he needed to change careers or end up in the wheelchair, went on to completely transform his body, becoming totally pain-free. Something doctors said was impossible. You're not alone. Did you know? More than 1/3 of Americans in their mid-50s and older have chronic pain in their neck or back. And a similar percentage report chronic knee or leg pain. In fact, more than 1 in 5 adults in their late 40s through late 80s has some other type of recurring pain. Chronic pain conditions increase rapidly from about ages 25 to 60.1. All without any prescription drugs, invasive, expensive surgery or steroid injections, or other over-the-counter remedies. I'll also show you how you can use the exact same 100% pain relief method he did to experience not only pain-free movement, but stronger muscles, better posture, and more flexibility in the next 16 minutes. I'll even share with you the cause of your pain and the remedy right inside this article. Going from excruciating pain, bedridden, confined to a lazy boy for days on end, not being able to work, taking painkillers that leave you feeling subhuman, to pain-free, 100% off medication, able to work a normal shift without discomfort of any kind, restoring back strength and flexibility, flooding the back with healing nutrients, just by adding unusual 2-minute movements into his daily life. Here's what's really weird. You'll be shocked when you read his story and discover the easy solution that freed him from a life of pain and agony, even after trying everything short of risky surgery to find a remedy. So if you're struggling with back pain, if you've tried workout programs and diets and seen little in the way of real results, then this article could change your life. That's because these 2-minute miracle movements are so new, and so different, you've never seen anything like them before. And in the next few minutes as you read this short article, you'll discover why you're in pain, even though you did nothing wrong. It has nothing to do with your bones. Why yoga, Pilates and even other basic stretching exercises may be doing you more harm than good. The easy way to trick your body to unlock a spasming back. The relief you'll feel is immediate and wonderful. And how doing these simple movements regularly can guarantee you never suffer back pain again. But more importantly than all of that, reading this article to the very end reveals exactly how you can use these 8 short 2-minute movements to help you get out of pain in just one session. Your entire back is flooded with pain-relieving nutrients and oxygen, reducing inflammation, increasing overall flexibility, naturally correcting your posture, and relieving nagging aches and pains. As you'll see below, these uniquely sequenced movements have been privately tested and proven to work on men and women of all ages, body types, skill levels and in any physical state of health. Quietly used all around the world underground, because these routines are based on the physiological mechanics of the body. And if you're skeptical about getting out of pain, then I encourage you to keep reading. Because you'll discover everything I say is backed up by scientific study and research. Without a shadow of a doubt, the method allows your body to naturally unlock and release the pain for good. The best part is, these 2-minute miracle movements will work for you with zero equipment. No expensive patches, braces or uncomfortable girdles. And most importantly, no over-the-counter or pharmaceutical drugs. Before we go any further, however, it's important I give you fair warning. The information in this article flies in the face of what you may have been told in the past about back pain, Instead of giving the natural pain relief you need, mainstream healthcare professionals profit keeping you hooked on mind-numbing medications, expensive, non-essential surgery, painful corticosteroid injections, supposedly therapeutic massages, expensive electrical stimulation machines. They know that when you learn real solutions exist like these 2-minute movements, you'll never have to spend another penny on their back pain procedures again. Okay. Now that I have your undivided attention and I know you're serious about eliminating back pain from your life using these 2-minute miracle routines, let me share with you a quick story about one of my clients. It all started with a 49-year-old bus driver who came to me as his last resort. His pain was unbearable. Warning, what's described below is not for the squeamish. At 49, Jim walked like a feeble, old man. Hunched forward, hand on his back, every step an effort. "Can you help me, Ian?" he asked. When he first stepped foot into my fitness studio, Jim was a bus driver getting close to retirement and his well-deserved pension. Only one problem. He was in excruciating pain. I dare not ask Jim to touch his toes or do some other type of exercise to gauge his condition. I immediately had him gently position himself on the floor, put a pillow under his head and guided him through the first of 8 healing, pain-relieving, 2-minute movements. Like most service industries and professions, bus drivers are put in an incredibly difficult situation. Forced to sit uncomfortably all day for years, stressed out from traffic and customers, the job more often than not, results in the slow-motion demolition of their spine. All the while they're in pain, they're told to smile. To make matters worse, as they get closer and closer to their retirement, their company does something rather devious. They look for every reason to lay the drivers off, rather than have to pay their future pension and health care. Imagine Jim's anger when he was told he would lose everything he worked so hard for. It's a shameful way to treat a loyal employee at the end of their career. But the truth is, it's not uncommon. So when bus drivers aren't able to do the job, hard-working people like Jim, who gave their adult lives to the company, serving their local community, are often denied their rightful pension as well as health care. They get old and they thrown out like garbage. It's incredibly sad. It's not his fault. But such was the predicament Jim found himself in. He was desperate. Jim simply had to work till retirement. He had no choice but to prove to the company he was able to drive a bus, so he could ultimately collect his pension. Jim's pain had started a couple years earlier, when electrical shooting pains, called sciatica, developed in his right leg. He continued to work, but the shooting pains persisted. Then one day after work, the pain was unbearable. He went to the emergency room. The news was not good. An MRI scan showed a noticeable rupture of a disc below the 5th lumbar vertebra. You see, discs, the spine's shock absorbers, are sheathed in a fibrous casing called the annulus, which protects their gelatinous core. When a disc ruptures, bits of it break through the casing. The MRI scan showed that the protruding edge of Jim's ruptured disc was pressing up against the right nerve root as it exited the spine. Unfortunately, the MRI showed something else disturbing. Some narrowing of the disc immediately above, an early sign of degeneration. Jim was given different pain medications at different times, including Vicodin, Percocet and Darvon, which he could only use when he wasn't driving. Instead, he occasionally received epidural steroid injections. But his pain persisted. Then, about 9 months after Jim injured himself, an orthopedic surgeon performed a procedure called a discectomy, where a fragment of the ruptured disc is removed. For 75% of patients with sciatica who undergo discectomy, the procedure helps relieve pain. In Jim's case, his sciatica went away, but the pain in his lower back increased. Yet another MRI showed that the disc the surgeon had operated on had started protruding again. This time pressing up against both the right and the left nerve roots. The surgeon told Jim that the next step would be to fuse his lower vertebrae together, which supposedly had become unstable. The surgeon's new plan was to remove Jim's degenerated disc or discs that were causing the pain and mechanically brace the spine with metal rods and bone grafts. Cost? $150,000. First, however, The surgeon wanted Jim to undergo an incredibly painful procedure called a discography, an invasive process that determines how much of his pain was coming from the lower protruding disc and how much from the upper, narrowed one. This information would help the surgeon decide if one or two discs should be completely removed. Regardless, the discography was performed at the hospital. Jim was asked to lie on a long metal table with his lower back exposed. To Jim, what was about to happen next was nothing short of medieval torture. A radiologist trained in the technique explained that he would be applying increasing amounts of pressure to his injured discs. Jim's job was to try to discern whether the pain he felt during the procedure was familiar or different from his current pain. First, the radiologist administered an anesthetic just under the skin, so he could insert a needle called a trocar into Jim's lower back. Following his progress on a device called a fluoroscope monitor, he slowly advanced the trocar until it reached the edge of the disc, just above the ruptured one. Then, the doctor inserted a fine-gauge needle into the trocar and pushed it slowly into the disc. Initially, Jim let out what could only be called a primal scream. "There are lots of nerve fibers in the annulus," the doctor said. "I'm really sorry. It gets worse." The radiologist took out an instrument resembling a huge syringe and fastened it to the fine-gauge needle, and began pressing on the plunger into Jim's degenerating spine. "Now, tell me if you feel any pain," the radiologist said. "And whether the pain you're feeling is the familiar pain you are suffering from." Can you imagine the anguish the surgeon planned on putting Jim through? If Jim didn't feel his familiar pain, this disc would serve as a control. A series of red neon digits raced across the monitor, 20, 25, 28, then 30, representing the pounds per square inch of pressure that he was applying within the disc. Jim gritted, screaming through his teeth, with each new increment. At 100, the doctor withdrew the trocar, while the technician recorded his reaction. The doctor then repeated the procedure an inch or so down Jim's spine on the adjacent disc that was protruding into his spinal cord. This time, when the pressure hit 30 pounds per square inch on the monitor, Jim cried in pain. "Oh, God! Oh, God! Stop! Is that your familiar pain?" the doctor asked. Jim said the pain was like his lower spine was being crushed in vice. He also felt taser-like electric shocks into his butt and his thighs. At 49, Jim, sobbing at this point, said his was familiar pain. "Okay, you can relax, we're done," the doctor said as he exhaled. He told Jim that he had done very well. But to Jim, he really was done. After that ordeal, there was no way he was going through with fusion surgery. Especially when he learned the stated odds of success were merely 50-50. And that it could also leave him permanently disabled. Leaving the hospital, the futility of it all set in. And now today, Jim was in my fitness studio. Looking for hope. In order to get out of pain, keep his bus driving job and collect his pension, Jim needed nothing short of a miracle. Relieving Jim's back pain, especially after years of abuse, injury, and medication, was a tall order. Could I help him? I have to admit, Jim was in pretty bad shape. He came to me because I'd been recommended. Jim heard about the incredible results I'd produced with a couple of his bus driving buddies, adding years to their driving days. So if he believed in me and my unusual method, I was willing to try. Because not only had my method helped his colleagues, but years ago, I had experienced similar back trauma playing basketball. And I would have given anything to get out of pain. From that day on, pain haunted me every single day. Doctors suggested I give up exercise, something I'd grown to love. Over the years, in an effort to find relief, I tried just about every available therapy and treatment there was, including massage therapy, pain medication, acupuncture, ultrasound, electric stimulation, TENS, the sheets of exercises from physical therapists, yoga, chiropractors, Pilates, a stress relief therapy called Alpha-Biotics, and even kinesis myofascial integration, offered at a whopping $125 per session. I drew the line at surgery. Then one day, after almost 10 years dealing with pain on a daily basis, I met a brilliant man that would forever change my life. His name was Bojan. He was from Serbia. One day, Bojan saw me hobbling and asked me what was wrong. I told him my story. After asking a few general questions, he said in his best broken English, "I have beautiful program to fix back pain and prevent it from happening again. You will like." That's when he pulled me aside and guided me through 8 simple movements that amazingly relieved my back pain. In less than 16 minutes, my pain was gone, doing for me what years of treatments and thousands of dollars could not do. And I've run 30 miles a week ever since and have never experienced back pain again. Where did Bojan get this pain relief information from? Most people have no idea where Serbia is, let alone the fact it's produced a very long list of Olympic athletes. Bojan, pronounced Bojan, possesses impressive training and credentials. He studied under the very same professors responsible for coaching those world-class athletes. At the University of Belgrade, considered by many the Harvard for his area of study, he finished at the top of his class and ultimately graduated with a master's degree in exercise science. Upon graduation, he was recruited to join the university faculty as well as become part of the coaching staff of the Serbian national soccer team. The most important part of Bojan's story, however, is his unique discovery during his time at the university. His discovery was so revolutionary, it won him the prestigious Golden Seal of Approval at his university. The real cause of back pain. Bojan's discovery requires an understanding of biomechanics, anatomy and physiology at a level most healthcare professionals simply don't have. At least, not yet. Which makes this method rather controversial. Well-meaning doctors and other healthcare practitioners may be able to identify muscles and bones by name. They may have years of education and experience treating your pain with drugs, injections and invasive surgery. But they don't understand how pain is truly created in the body. 2. More importantly, they don't know how to trigger the body's natural healing mechanisms that eliminate that pain. With Bojan's specialized training, he acquired a very unique understanding of the back, how it is affected by movement and especially non-movement. Help your body unlearn your pain. There's a reason that things like acupuncture, chiropractors and massage and even surgery don't provide lasting relief for your back pain. Those things help to address the symptoms, not the true cause. Bojan's message was that in the overwhelming majority of cases, back pain is a symptom created by muscle imbalance. In order to remove the pain, you must restore balance to the muscles. You see, muscle imbalances occur when one side of your body is overworked while the opposite side is underworked. Tug-of-war effect. Sitting for long periods is just one of the ways you can create the tug-of-war effect on your muscles. For instance, if you sit at a desk hunched over for long stretches, the muscles on the front of your body, like your abs, lats and pecs, become tight. And the muscles on your back that support your spine become weak. Sitting hunched creates a tug-of-war effect that puts unnecessary stress on the joints, ligaments and tendons around your pelvis, hips and spine. The result? Stress builds up in your lower back. After months or years of your body in this position, this imbalance grows into major issues. Muscle imbalances shut off blood flow, preventing oxygen and other vital nutrients from reaching your back. And also contorts your spine over time. 3. Injuries you may not remember or you don't even know are happening spring up throughout the affected area. Repetitive work, aggravated by the absence of movement and proper nutrients, creates a severe neuromuscular disconnect, slowly shutting down normal motor control. Imagine doing the same job, 8 hours a day, for 5, 10, 15 years. All these issues lock your body, and your pain, in place. Your body becomes a prison of pain. If nothing is done to resolve muscle imbalances, you're setting yourself up to throw your back out, suffer a herniated disc, or even battle lifelong sciatica. And that's when the real pain begins. Some people would say, "I threw my back out because I bent down this weird way." Now, you know that's not true. Now you know the real reason. You don't throw your back out because you bent down to pick up something off the floor. You throw your back out because the muscle imbalances and excessive tension get so bad your back can't handle the simple act of bending over, creating aching, electric shocks and fire. So if you want to eliminate your back pain once and for all, you need to fix the true cause, the muscle imbalances. 4. And that's exactly what Bojan showed me how to do. This method restores muscle balance, completely relieves the pain and actually heals your back. The results are astounding. confounding conventional medicine. Thermal before-after scan web. Since those first days I met Bojan, I've focused my career on back pain relief. I've become a world-renowned authority on back pain relief, with thousands depending on me for advice and guidance annually. I've developed a reputation for being the go-to guy when others, including doctors and chiropractors, are unable to get their clients and patients the results they want. And even with staff at multiple locations seeing clients 12-14 hours per day, we're fully booked weeks in advance. I'm driven to help even more people. And that's why I'm making this unique back pain relieving method available online. Introducing Back Pain Relief for Life. Relieve your pain. Restore muscle balance and flexibility. Increase blood flow, oxygen and nutrients to the spine. All in less than 20 minutes. I was skeptical until I tried it. I came in hobbling and left walking. Dr. T. Green. Back Pain Relief for Life is an alternative approach to treating pain that is immensely more successful, and cheaper, than the radical, costly conventional procedures. From lawyers, doctors and dentists to busy executives. To people in the trades and service industries. To the military and police. People from all walks of life have benefited from this groundbreaking program. What is the secret that makes the Back Pain Relief for Life program so effective? The secret is the unique combination of 8 by 2-minute movements, which you've probably never seen before. This isn't yoga. This isn't Pilates. This isn't even exercise. These 8 simple movements systematically address specific muscle imbalances, the real cause of your back pain. And all you need is a place to lie down, a firm pillow or towel to put under your head, and a chair. That's it. So that means you can do this just about anywhere. At home, in the office or even in a hotel room when you travel. And the best part is a complete session takes no more than 20 minutes. It easily fits into your schedule. In the time it takes to drive to your chiropractor, massage therapist or doctor's office, you can be experiencing true pain relief healing your back from perhaps decades of injury. With the Back Pain Relief for Life program, you won't need a PhD in anatomy to get results. You don't have to read a huge book, take a class, do a self-assessment or take any kind of muscular imbalance test before you get started. All you need is the desire to end your pain, 8 simple movements, 16 minutes and the ability to follow easy directions. Movement number 1, begins activating imbalanced muscles, preparing them for relief. Movement number 2, wakes up dormant hip muscles and continues activating imbalanced muscles. Movement number 3, now that your body is prepared, you feel an initial wave of relief wash over you as movement number 3 starts releasing your pain. Movement number 4, continues flooding your lower back with newfound blood, oxygen and nutrients. You feel oddly energized. Movement number 5, decompresses the lower back. Clients often visibly exhale as years of pent-up tension is released. Movement number 6, aligns the whole body, restoring muscle balance along the entire spine in addition to your lower back. Movement number 7, finishes stabilizing your spine, back, and hips in their natural, pain-free positions. Movement number 8, gently compresses the spine to flush old blood out of your discs, then pull in new blood for even more healing, pain relief and recovery. Clients' faces soften and a smile crosses their lips as movement number 8 locks in healing. It feels like someone got in there and oiled my joints. I have absolutely no pain now. Afterward, you notice more flexibility, relaxed yet strong muscles and a distinct absence of pain. But that's not all. Beneficial side effects you must be aware of. When putting the Back Pain Relief for Life program to work to relieve your back pain, you'll also experience stronger ABS and a stronger core, enhancing your balance and stability. Improved posture, completely transforming how you're received by others. Walking taller, say goodbye to walking around hunched over like most people do. Increased blood flow, oxygen and nutrients to all areas of your body. You're less sore and experience fewer aches and pains. Many people in pain are suffering from restricted blood and nutrient flow, impairing the body's ability to repair itself. Like most of the clients we work with, these are the kind of side effects you want. After my first session of Back Pain Relief for Life, I felt an opening in my back that I haven't felt in a long time. I felt stronger to my core. Michelle O. I'm doing things within just a few weeks that I haven't been able to do for years. Sue A. I can even touch my toes now. I haven't been able to touch my toes in 20 years. Jim. I'm a lot more flexible, I haven't lost any work days. It's been great. There's no more back pain. Doug C. I gave it a try and after the very first session I started feeling the results. It was amazing. Rick O. My pain was immediately relieved. My muscles were relaxed. They weren't tense. Dr. C. Tolbert. Since doing the program, my life changed completely. I have a real active life. I do pretty strenuous workout, 3 days a week. Dan L. The complete back pain relief for life program includes back pain relief. Component number 1, the Back Pain Relief for Life Core Training video. In this 28-minute online video, you'll discover the unique sequence of 8 movements that are the foundation of your back pain relief. The movements are simple and can be done anywhere and at any time. All you need is a place to lie down, a small pillow or towel to put under your head, and a chair. You'll also get the complete sequence, with easy-to-follow diagrams. So you can print them and take them wherever you go. Remember, you don't have to become a back expert or do any studying of any kind to benefit from this program. All you need to do is watch the short video and follow along. Prepare to be excited. It's common for customers to experience complete relief, like I did, during the very first session. When it comes to pain relief, should you get your hopes up? I would emphatically say yes. Not only based upon my experience, but the experience of other customers. I came in for 1 session, did all the exercises and now I feel no pain. Paula. I could hardly walk. About an hour later I was walking and moving and jumping. So it was very effective. Tristan G. I've had great results with back pain relief for life. Terry P. Everybody in the world should do it. I mean, it was just fantastic. Nancy B. Then I realized that the nagging pain was gone. It's pretty great. Dara. Targeted coaching. Component number 2, 9 targeted coaching video sessions for back pain relief. Some people want more data, more information. They're intrigued this method changed their life and is so effective. That's why we've developed 9 short coaching videos to give you even more insight into how the program works as well as give you additional tips for getting the most out of each session of the Back Pain Relief for Life program. You'll quickly appreciate why your back magically starts to respond and feel better as you ease into the first movement. The pain is gone. I've always heard the bad stories about surgery and I was fortunate enough to know about this program. Michael. The exercises are really easy to do, don't take long and it's really helped my back. Susan H. It's making me feel better and happier. My back pain is all gone. Emil. One-on-one coaching. Component number 3, one-on-one coaching. I want to do one more thing for you that could make all the difference. We realize every customer, every situation is unique. Order your copy of the Back Pain Relief for Life program today and you'll also receive unlimited email access to me and my support team. If we can't help you that way, we'll pick up the phone, give you a call, and you can speak to myself or one of my back pain coaches. During your private consult, we'll answer any questions you have, address any major issues with your back pain and help you tailor the movements to your unique situation. Please contact us. I sincerely encourage it. It's not an imposition at all. Throughout our growth, we've remained accessible to customers. In my experience, customers are thrilled to be able to speak to someone real. Someone who, more likely than not, has gone through an experience similar to yours. We're happy to do it as part of our mission to end the suffering of so many people living in pain. Today is the day you can stop spending thousands of dollars and countless hours on temporary back pain relief. Please understand, the Back Pain Relief for Life program is not focused on just temporary relief. This program is focused on addressing the true cause of your back pain so you don't have to spend the rest of your life treating it. By following the simple online videos that walk you through the unique sequence of 8 body movements, you will finally be on the path to ending your back pain forever.